Hello crafty friends, I'm Lien from Studio Kato and I'm so happy to be back with another video. Now I hope you stay tuned throughout the video because I will have a ton of tips and tricks for designing clean and simple cards, but I will also share some giveaway information. So I am doing a bunch of giveaways in December and I'll let you know how you can participate in those. For this card, I wanted to focus on a clean and simple design, but it did take me a long time to make this card. I think I spent a little bit over an hour making this. Now that's not too long for my usual card making, but I do want you to know that even though it looks simple, it might take you a little bit of patience. This is really easy to do though. So all you have to do is do some ink blending. I did some partial ink blending on white cardstock. You can also start with colored cardstock and you'll have less of a hard time trying to cover all of that white with color, but these Concord 9th inks do make it really easy. I am using all of the blues in the first pack of Concord 9th inks that came out. I did just hear that they are releasing new colors next year, so that is really exciting because I very much love these inks. I am going to mute it down and darken it up a little bit in that upper left corner with some VersaFine Onyx Black. You can absolutely ink blend with your VersaFine ink. It is a great black also for ink blending. Just make sure that you give it plenty of time to dry. When I'm adhering this down, I knew I was rushing things because I always do. So I am not going to press too much with my hands. I'm not going to move them around over that ink. Instead, I'm going to take a piece of copy paper and put that over top so I don't smudge my ink while I press that panel down. And on that super simple background, I am going to use the star of the show. These are the winter berries from A Pocket Full of Happiness. And I love these. These are so beautiful, so dainty, and they cut beautifully. So I cut 2 branches out of green cardstock, but also out of white. So I did put a layer of white cardstock behind these just to give them a little bit more dimension. It's just a tiny bit, but it does make them pop off the page a little bit more. I'm going to make sure they go over the edge of my card. I like the look of a scene continuing beyond my card. It just brings a little bit more life to the scene. And then I'm going to cut all of these extra pieces off with my paper trimmer. I find that easier if you don't have a bunch of dimension behind these pieces to use your paper trimmer instead of scissors. It will give you a cleaner result. And I'm going to save these, well, I'm going to use some of the pieces on the rest of my card. So I'm just going to fill up some blank spaces on my background with the leftover pieces that I'm cutting off right now. Again, trimming all of that off, I do take my time lining everything up and making sure it's on straight so I don't ruin my card at this point. And then I'm taking those scraps and adhering them down in random empty spots around the edge. These winter berries are from the latest release from A Pocket Full of Happiness, and I really love that shop. It's a shop in Europe, but they ship globally, so I hope you check them out. They are amazing. And they have a ton of amazing and very innovative dies. I really love them. Now, the thing that took the most time here was adding the berries. And first, I did die cut these out of 3 shades of cardstock, some orange, some pink, and some very deep red. I just wanted a lot of color in these berries because everything else on this card is quite plain. I love that, but it's just a little bit plain, and this gives more life to the card. So I am trying to figure out how to place these so I don't have a bunch of reds next to each other. I'm not gluing anything down at this point, just giving myself room to shift things around if I need to, because I also didn't know how many berries I needed. So just didn't know if I had plenty of each color. So I'm just making sure I have enough before I adhere anything down. And I'm using my jewel pick for this. It's really easy to adhere tiny die cuts with a jewel picker. You just pick them up, put a dot of glue behind the piece, and then drop it down. While I'm adhering these berries, because this did take a long time, let's talk about those giveaways. Now, I am doing an advent calendar of giveaways. I had the first one yesterday on Instagram, but I'm going to do some on YouTube as well. I hope you make sure to follow me on Instagram and subscribe to me on YouTube. Make sure to check out my community page here on YouTube as well. You should get a notification if I post there if you have notifications turned on, but YouTube is a little bit unreliable when it comes to that. I will post everything in my Instagram stories, so I'll announce each giveaway every day in my stories and how to enter that. So make sure you follow me on Instagram and check my stories every single day for a chance to win. Most of them are de-stash giveaways, so I'm giving away stamps that I got from design teamwork or anything that I bought and I'm not using anymore, which is a lot. I gathered all of the things that I wanted to give away, and I'm not even sure I'll get through everything in December. So yeah, I will also have some gift cards that I'm giving away throughout December. It's not a lot of them, but there are some. So stay tuned for those. There are plenty of chances to win, and I'm wishing you all the best. Now, to finish this card, I am going to use a sentiment from Pinkfresh Studio. This is from the Ornaments stamp, which is a very large stamp set. It has one large stamp with a bunch of ornaments, and there is also a coordinating hot foil plate, stencils, a coordinating die. There's a bunch of things, like always with Pinkfresh Studio, but this stamp set in particular has a lot of sentiments, a lot of Christmas sentiments, and I really like them. Pinkfresh Studio is really, really great with their sentiments. They have very unique ones, so I really like them, and they have a couple of scripty ones as well. So I use a more simple sentiment here, but it had a nice font, so I just popped that in the middle, and I'm embossing that with Gold Rich Pale from WOW. That's going to finish off my card for today. Now, to enter today's giveaway, I am going to do it on Instagram, on the Instagram post of this card. I will link that in the description below. Leave a comment on that Instagram post for a chance to win. You can tag your friends for more chances. Every comment you leave on that post is going to be a chance to enter the giveaway. I'm giving away a couple of de-stash products today, mostly, there are a bunch of brands. I am not sure what today's giveaway is, to be honest. It's just a bunch of fun stuff to work with. These are going to be quick giveaways, so there are 24 hours for each giveaway, because I want to make the packages as I go through December and send them off to the recipients. I am not going to wait for a week for each giveaway to end. They are 24 hours to enter, and then I will announce the winner. So make sure to keep an eye on all of my social media, and I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, and I hope to see you next time.